Welcome to a new video on Viaje La Pena.
I'm Andy. I'm driving a 1960 Estanciera from Argentina heading to Alaska. I've been traveling for 7 years, and right now I'm in the United States in California, more specifically in William Hills.
I've been traveling around the United States for over 4 months, visiting incredible places.
Like this one. In the previous videos, I've been traveling through California with some pretty extreme weather conditions. It hasn't rained this much in over 2 decades. I've gone through hail, rain, and up to here, in this place, I received alerts on my phone that said, "Extreme wind alert, threat to life and property." The winds were coming from this direction, and I have the Estanciera parked there. In fact, I had it parked across like this, but I had to turn it around because you can't imagine how much the truck was shaking. I was working inside when the wind, which was very strong, blew. The truck weighs 2.5 tons. It's not that easy to move it, but the shaking was really intense. The one that didn't come out unscathed was the bike cover, which I had to tie with these little hooks so it wouldn't keep coming off. Because it was impressive. It came off from here, I put straps to hold it, I tied it with this rope, and even so, it still ended up tearing in several places. But everyone I talk to tells me that this is unheard of. They haven't experienced such heavy rain and frequent storms in over 2 decades. I stayed here for 5 or 6 days, and it rained heavily every day except for the day after I arrived, which had a stunning sunrise. I initially thought it would be incredible here, but then, the last 2 days, I couldn't leave the truck. Basically because of the wind and the rain. And when I was coming here, I saw that a lot of streets were closed because of flooding since the rivers were overflowing. With the sun peeking out, today is the day I resume my journey. First, I'm going to take all this out because if I don't, it blocks my view of the rear view mirror. And now I'm going to check that everything is okay over here. The engine is still soaked from the rain. Put a little rag on it. That's where I'm going to put the little cloud. We're good here, Barbara. One important thing to keep in mind is that in the previous videos, I had problems with the starter. You might remember that I changed spark plugs, wires, and different things. And now it's a big test to make sure it starts without any problems. Let's see. Let's give this a little try. Let's go. There it goes. Okay, and it does that thing where it looks like it's spinning, and it started. Let's go. That means today already has a good start, so it's gonna be good. Before we start, I wanted to show you this because it will catch your attention. Something I've seen a lot in the United States is that people leave things they won't use lying around, but good things, new in good condition. Here, when I arrived, I found this, which doesn't look very good like this, but look at this. This little grill is almost new. This must have only been used once. The person who left it is here with a small bag of charcoal. I spoke with the guys from the bus who said they talked to the people using it. They said those people brought it here and left it there.
For whoever needs it, so they can use it, or if they want to take it, they can take it.
Pretty crazy, right? Despite having this small bag of charcoal, I couldn't use it because it rained daily. But it really catches my attention that people do that. Honestly, I would like to take it with me because I think it's useful and because it's new, but I don't have that much space. And well, I prefer to leave it so that someone who really needs it can use it often and enjoy it. Just yesterday, I listened to a voice message from my dear friend Ixchel. I sent her a big greeting. And to David as well, who said that abundance is not necessarily having, but knowing that when you need it, you will have it. Whatever it is, I thought it was amazing. All right, now I'm ready. Estancia is ready. Dokkum is ready. Perfect.
I'd like to begin by showing you some of my surroundings.
It's one of these spectacular public lands. Public lands called Bureau of Land Management. Where it's allowed, these are state lands where you're allowed to stay overnight and sleep without any kind of problem. This one in particular is a campground. It has a spot for you to park your vehicle, a little roof, tables and chairs. It's awesome, with some views. Incredible. And this one has a bathroom that I'm going to show you right there. This time it's just a small bathroom. When I arrived, it was full of toilet paper. Now, with many people here, it's not like that anymore. But it's this kind of simple bathroom, but in the middle of nowhere, there's a bathroom, and that's something that really catches my attention.
Bullets.
In this area, there are parts where it is allowed. Gunshots can be heard in the distance multiple times, although shooting at bathroom signs is obviously not permitted.
Obviously, some people do it.
The guys from the Chico Divinos bus from northern North Carolina just left. Really cool people, awesome bus. I was chatting with them for a while, and they told me that these places are spread out in a lot of areas, and that it's an excellent option to stay. And he was telling me, even if you arrive at a Bureau of Land Management at night and see that the gate is closed, you can stop at that place and stay there for the night because it's allowed. It's a great way to find places in nature, free and safe, where you can stay. One evening when it stopped raining, I went out for a walk and saw an amazing sunset, walking one of these trails that go up and down. It was really nice. That climb was tough, but come on. The landscapes at sunset are incredible. Today's, despite the long walk to get to this point, is just as amazing. Look at this landscape. Please, not so close to the edge. If Cynthia were here, she'd be making a face. Nah, this is beautiful. Please, I loved it. I loved it. I have 297 kilometers to San Francisco, which doesn't seem like much, but with all the stops I'm making, I'll always get there today or tomorrow. An interesting climb is coming up. The Estanciera's engine is starting to rev up. And I love the power this truck has, how it climbs, especially on these dirt roads with these landscapes. I love it. I really enjoy traveling through places like this.
The curve obscures visibility.
You get here and see, it's crazy.
In fact, it always happens to me now that I'm traveling alone, that the first few meters of driving, I go really slowly, listening for any little noises. Maybe I forgot to close something or a drawer might open or something. Everything seems closed now, but you must keep verifying that all is properly shut to avoid future issues. Oh my god, no, how beautiful.
This isn't the road I took when I arrived at William Hills.
Look at how pretty the little flower is, oh my god. Because I took the entrance way further back, and now it's going to take me out further ahead. Moving forward towards San Francisco. So all of this is new and incredible. Look at walking through these places. I don't know what would happen if a car comes from the opposite direction. That would be complicated.
Look, please, good.
I'm going to have to shift into first gear. It took a bit to get going, did you hear? Like, it was struggling to get traction there. The uphill is tough. It's doing well. That Estanciera has amazing power. What happens is that when there are a lot of bumps or really deep potholes, well, I have to slow down, so that takes away my speed, but I really enjoy driving through places like that. I know we just left and there are people who like us to go faster, but please. I saw this little exit and I said I have to stop. Don't you know what it feels like to be here? In the middle of nowhere, only the wind can be felt. You see so many paths that make you want to walk them, to explore and see what's there.
There are many small violet flowers like this.
For the sun to come out after so many days, it's something beautiful. I feel amazing doing this, honestly. I love it.
Alright, let's keep going.
I was having such a great time exploring this incredible place, but at one point something happened that threw me off. I stopped at the ranch in the middle of the climb. Luckily, I was able to go up without any problems, but as soon as I got out, I had to get out of the wheel.
Well, you have no idea what happened to me?
Excited, I went out recording and showing the area. And at one point I realized that I had taken the wrong path.
I'm currently passing by the entrance to the Bureau of Land Management campsite again.
So now, I'm heading the other way and I'm going to travel a few kilometers on the same road I had taken when I arrived at night.
And then the rest does branch off the same way and takes me further ahead.
It's not that I took the wrong way, I just wanted to go that way so you could see what it was like over there, which was amazing.
You have no idea how many little animals I'm seeing by the side of the road.
From little birds, numerous squirrels, and a couple of rabbits. It's really beautiful, rabbits and hares. My main idea wasn't to take the route I'm about to take now, which goes inland, but rather to go along the coast.
But today I was also looking at the map of the whole coastal area.
And with all the rain that's been happening, there are a lot of roads, sections of the route that are closed, so you have to take detours, go up the mountain, go down.
The situation is intense, with uncertainty about whether the rain will continue or if complications will arise.
So I chose to go through here. And I know I'm missing out on some beautiful places, but well, there will also be a lot of amazing places ahead. Also, one of the things that excites me most about the trip is the way. With a person who right now is totally unknown to me, I'm sure I'll run into them today or tomorrow.
On this trip, I'm meeting a lot of people and having experiences getting to know them, learning about the culture where they live, how they are, how they do things.
That for me is super inspiring, super motivating to hit the road and say, and today, who am I going to meet? Or what things are going to happen along the way? They are part of the journey and they are experiences that enrich you. That's what excites me most about traveling. This keeps getting better and better because I just finished coming down the mountain and now I'm going through the middle of the hills. But everything's super green. I passed by two beautiful little houses surrounded by greenery, cows and horses. It's very picturesque. Nice to go through these places, to travel through areas like these.
It's the kind of trip I enjoy.
The little cow.
How beautiful.
Everyone looks at me like saying, and her, what's she doing here?
Barrealchito. It looks deep. I'm trying to decide where to enter. Let's go to the ranch. Don't leave me here. Let's go.
Look, mud splashed all the way here, even on the window.
Well, you can't see it, but my window got dirty. It was splashed. Ah, damn. Oh man, these little roads. Come on, let's go. Of course, here on the ground it started to get a little more muddy. He's running with a liter of water here on the side, and it's a bit tricky. But like I said, the estanciera has strength, the estanciera has power.
Nothing stops us.
Well, the adventure on the dirt road is over. Here the paved roads start. I'm passing by a vineyard.
It also gives a spectacular touch to the landscape. Of course, here I shift into second gear and go up without any problems. Well, today,
beyond aiming to get as far as I can towards San Francisco, The other goal I have is to restock everything. Well, almost 6 days here. So I have very little water left. I need to get water up there. I need to buy groceries, fruits and vegetables. I ran out the day before yesterday already without... So I also have to stop by and buy some of that stuff. And since I'm going to pass through some cities, I'm also going to buy some hoses for the gas to change the whole gas hose system. Because I'm getting high fuel consumption, and well, I'm also trying to solve that situation. Eduardo was telling me that changing the spark plugs can really help with fuel consumption. So now we also have to go fill up the tank to see how much I'm using. But from there, keep moving forward in solving that issue. Look, what a nice effect the wind gives to that grass, the wind and the sun. Let's see if there's a... Let's see. Yeah, I think you can see a little bit there, but coming from over there and seeing all of that. Doing this, look, how beautiful, look, where am I? Look, where am I? Well, I just stopped to fill up with gas, and I have good news because I recorded it in the file where I'm keeping track of my gas consumption. And it shows me that from the last fill up until now it shows me a consumption of 18 liters per 100 kilometers, which is within the minimum. The manual states that 18-20 liters is normal, and I'm getting 18 liters. Could it be the spark plugs? I'm still going to do the hose replacement, but that's excellent news because it saves me money. I wanted to show you how the wheels looked after going through that mud, and look at the result.
On this side too.
The estanciera, tougher than ever. I love it! The wind is incredibly strong. As I was walking down the road, you could hear it howling. It's incredibly strong, and you could definitely notice it just now. But well, with that good news about the gas, I'm ready to do more miles and even more eager now with more motivation. And here the secondary roads end. I get on the freeway and we keep moving forward. I just stopped in Salinas. I think that's what the city was called. I've already done my shopping. I bought coffee again, which is something I needed. You always need coffee on a trip. How could you not have coffee? And I already filled up my water too, so I'm ready. Here's another detour because I decided to stop here. I had the option to keep going on the freeway inland or to head back toward the coast. I saw that this part isn't closed because of the flooding, so I feel like going that way again. The route will stretch along the coast before going inland and running along the edge. I'm passing through the mountains and those landscapes that are always spectacular. So I'm really tempted by this little route here. I'm passing by the entrance to Watsonville or something like that. And you can tell that here, the rain really caused a lot of trouble. Several streets are flooded. They were working there with those machines that suck up the water and everything, with those big machines like cleaning, and several stores and several streets had water. You can still see that it hit here pretty hard, really hard. So now I'm looking for a little place to sleep, and tomorrow I'll continue my trip. Check out this stunning spot I ended up staying at last night. It wasn't really a choice, just where I managed to reach by nightfall. Well, it started to get dark and it started to rain again. Things that happened, the windshield wipers stopped working, things that happened. So in the end, I just made it here. There's a small exit off the road to park. The estanciera is there. Spectacular. I slept there and spent the morning here in this little spot. I love it because this whole route I've been traveling has a lot of places to park, get out, and take a look. Places as incredible as this one. It's beautiful. The yellow flowers, the height, the sand below, and the water. It's spectacular. Starting the morning with coffee, and now I'm about to head out again, covering some miles on my way to San Francisco. I have about 130 left. It's not that much, but interesting stops keep popping up along the way. I'm going to push through to get there because the meeting is tomorrow. I don't want to be last minute like before.
Look how nice this is.
The train tracks are full of flowers and plants. This area I'm exploring has incredible places, making it a very enjoyable experience.
The bike is ready, so it's just a matter of starting it up and heading out. It's starting up great, perfect timing.
Honestly, it's going great. Perfect. And you might be wondering, why the cap? I can't stand my long hair anymore. I've been checking around this area for haircut prices. How much does a haircut cost? $65? Crazy. I'm heading to San Francisco in hopes of finding more affordable options in the larger city, despite it being one of California's most popular tourist destinations. And especially that whole area around the Golden Gate, which is where I'll be staying, more or less. Let's see. I'd like you to tell me in the comments how much a haircut costs in your countries, in your cities, so we can all see and get an idea. I think $65 is crazy for a haircut, but I'm in the United States. Prices here are different. Last time I got a haircut for $27. Let's see, how much did I pay this time? Now, I won't stop. All the way to San Francisco. I just passed through an area where there were a ton of fallen trees. They weren't cut down, they were completely uprooted. But a lot, I imagine it must be because of these storms that have been happening. But it was really shocking to see how everything was so beautifully green, and then suddenly all these fallen trees appeared. And now I'm passing through this area with the little yellow flowers. The whole path I've been walking has different yellow, white, and purple flowers in different areas. Incredible! I just want to tell you that the effort the estanciera is making in this stretch is impressive. Very steep ups and downs, but I have a really strong headwind the whole time. Didn't I tell you I was coming and the wind? I'm grateful that nobody honked at me, nobody rushed me when they could pass me. Obviously they pass me and speed up, but they're super respectful. The route is truly stunning, with numerous ascents and descents along the way. Look at this. The scenery is unbeatable. It's incredible. I love tunnels. My God, they're
So beautiful.
Look at this. It's lengthy and very well illuminated and covered. You don't even realize you're inside a mountain, going through the middle of the mountain. How nice. For me, it's a feeling like I'm in the center of a mountain. I'm going through it from the inside. It's really crazy.
Total beauty.
Entering San Francisco, just like it's no big deal. It really catches my attention that I'm seeing a bunch of streets with, look at this. All motor homes, it looks like they're all here. It's been a while, incredible, but I've seen several streets where this keeps happening, full of motor homes. I understand they're homeless, I get it. But it seems like there are almost designated areas where, there are still many here. I'm more ahead across the street. It's very striking, just like the ups and downs I had to go through are also striking. At one point, the cold was telling me no. In first gear, blowing backwards to check if it helped. But I'm in San Francisco. And I have to go through another little tunnel before inside San Francisco. I was passing a little bit by the beach by some parks that are very nice. And now I'm about to witness an iconic moment on this trip because I'm about to cross the Golden Gate with the estanciera. No, I can't believe it. It's amazing. Let me see how this is. Where am I going?
Right up ahead.
You can see the incredible Golden Gate. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, I can't believe it. The estanciera at the iconic, historic, fantastic, impressive Golden Gate. I can't believe it. From Argentina to the Golden Gate in an estanciera. No, look where it is. I take my hat off to the Golden Gate, to the estanciera, please, for this trip. Really? I'm deeply touched to be visiting. Let's hope it works out. Keep moving forward. Keep adding miles. And right now, seeing Alcatraz to my right. A giant bridge. This is really huge. The pipes that run along the side here look really big. And that tower, I'm going to find out how many meters it is, but these pillars are...
The giant was enormous, large enough to fit things inside.
50 high voltage stations?
I don't know. I'm at the Golden Gate. I'm crossing the United States. I'm heading toward Alaska. I'm in San Francisco. Man, it's really impressive. The feeling of satisfaction of, I don't know, doing what I want to do, the way I want to do it.
With the estanciera, with all of you accompanying me on the other side. I have no words. I love it. I'm very excited. Those are the words. I'm excited. When I imagined this trip back in 2015, I imagined living beautiful moments, but I never imagined they would be so emotional for me. I've been traveling for 7 years, 9 months, and 24 days. And this continues.
Subscribe and let's reach Alaska together.